Let's get into this. Na'Vi versus Cloud9. Everybody make some noise.
Woo!
Just kidding.
Oh.
Plans are cancelled, mate.
Well, either way, this is going to be a banger, yeah. Cloud9, I can't wait to see what they've got to show us. Na'Vi, it's been 3 weeks since we've seen them in the server since Katowice. A stumble there for sure against Gambit, but picking up the pieces and not in a domestic matchup might be feeling nice. Fast out Monster and Bits here over Flamey as well, so he will find first blood, falling shortly after. Electronic blinded back in heaven, still getting a kill on Perfecto on the barrels. Good for one. It's good trading for Na'Vi, and the bomb's been dropped loose. Electronic should still have cover over it. Messi's got to go back and get it, but he's got a shot while he does. Simple picking off Alex from the site, and Messi needs a clutch.
Oh, yeah, but going toe-to-toe with Simple. No easy feat. Na'Vi, they're going to get that pistol round locked in. I like this pick from C9, right? I think out of Na'Vi's pool, if you were going to try and take him down on anything, I think Overpass makes a hefty bit of sense. We see this team struggle on this map a hell of a lot. So maybe that's a bit of a hint as to why we've got Bit in the server right now over Flamey.
Yeah, probably weren't happy with how Katowice went, right? Like, even though we always talk about how teams, especially Na'Vi, struggle in domestic matchups, you know, top 3 in the world, top 10 in CIS is a common saying. You know, yeah, they want to improve. They want to go leaps and bounds ahead, and maybe bringing Bit into more maps, more games will be the solution to that. Simple on the A1S. It's going to be a cheaper weapon. He's fighting alongside Bit here in the toilet. Simple getting one now. Low ammo already causing commotion. Good grenade.
Oh.
Dunked down. Bit cleans it up. And Alex grabs a P250, but it's all inevitable at this point. Flank is in, and Na'Vi take a flawless second round.
Hey, Boomich is not in a good mood today. He's spraying bodies with 2 rounds into the game, and Boomich is already like, sit down, dog. You know, like just wrecking Cloud9. We love what we're getting out of him.
I gotta say, I do like the pick though, again, going back to that, right? Like Na'Vi, apart from Vertigo, which they obviously insta-ban every series, they have good numbers on all maps except Overpass. 3 games played in the last 3 months, all 3 of them losses, mainly back at Kato. So that's something Cloud9 are looking to exploit. Obviously, if we remember old Cloud9, and we're talking what is now the remnants of Extra Soul, Floppy, was in that team at one point, and they were really good at this map. So obviously it's 1 out of 5, but it's still something to fall back on. Simple, he's not falling back, he's pushing in and taking Alex. Messi down to 5, and Simple still stays alive on long, but they've got a good timing to catch him in the toilet, pushing through the smoke. Simple, oh, it almost looks like it's going to go bad, but he gets out alive. Boomer's looking the wrong way. It's a late lurk out short for Floppy, holding down the B bomb site. Now Cloud9 back into a 4-on-4 jump spot from Bit, sees the bomb. How much of a rotate will that cause? Bit and Simple both moving.
Look at that from Na'Vi.
To consider it.
Everyone's coming up towards this A bomb site. It's no longer a secret where Cloud9 are hoping to end up. While Zeppa does take down the first man in Simple, Electronic is nearby to trade, and still tucked at the truck is Bit, the man who spotted this bomb, the man who called for the rotation, now dropped out. It's S-Tag with the entries. And Perfecto is left alone in the clutch. 1v3 up through the bank. But there's no option to withdraw for Perfecto here. With Messi low, maybe there's a chance for this MP9 to claim the first, but the trade should come in swiftly from S-Tag, who's just hiding on the dice box, never even needed Messi.
Okay.
Looking good, puts that first round on the board for Cloud9.
Yeah, puts a few bullets in the corpse as well, so there's some friendly exchanges from both teams here.
Nice and friendly,
nice
all mates.
Yeah. Just in the spirit of competitive.
In the spirit of Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, these 2 teams have never taken each other on before, right? Like, not in these form of rosters. So this is going to be a banger, I think. Cloud9 with a lot to prove right now. But a trial by fire to begin this group. Na'Vi with the AWP already. Simple's armed and always dangerous. But he won't be able to hang around mid for a pick long enough. The flash comes in, he packs out. Floppy still lurking B, and Messi armed with the connector. So Cloud9 going for a 3-man mid take. Moving up slowly. Simple still in toilet. But timing's everything on a map like Overpass, right? You can't afford to get too focused on holding down mid on your own in a position like that. You know they can come out connector and they can catch you on long timing as well. So Simple has to back up off of his, I don't know what you call that, like mental timings. Like, in your head, at this point, I can be threatened from this position, so I should start to consider it. And that's what Simple does. Going back to Dice, jump spotting, helping his teammate on long, and having Simple and Bit alongside each other is, a good sign to see right now.
Oh, Boomich being very, very patient here, pushed up on short. While the flash has gone in, there's no peek on the back of it. And so Boomich holding down this map control is going to prove to be pretty important for Na'Vi. Him staying alive is a necessity to maintain this stack over towards the A site. Now losing Bit at long. Alex has gotten past Electronic, who's in the... Simple doesn't know. He's able to somehow guess it out. Electronic starts spraying back into the site, and the whole round's just kind of falling apart from there.
They're saving? Oh, Electronic did so much damage. That was a winnable round. Definitely one that Na'Vi could have considered with 2 players on full health, but Boomich so far away. Yeah, that goes from bad to worse, right? Like, that smoke jump for Alex. We've been seeing more teams throw that on the T side to get up short, to avoid that AWP. The Cloud9 read is in play. They don't even hear it. And Alex, he creeps past Electronic. At that point, Simple's like, wait, what? They're in sight. Electronic tries to react, and as he shoots, they come around toilet. If anything, there's a case to be made that he could have left that side player alone and gone to kill the 2 others, but he weren't to know that they were both pushed up so close. Could have been a double for him in that corner.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. And then that, I think, ultimately would have made all the difference between whether or not this is a retake attempted by Na'Vi. Yeah. You understand Electronic's panic, though, right? He feels like it was probably him who dropped the ball in a situation like that. And so he's trying to, like, recuperate that lost man back in the site, ends up spraying a little too soon. They're already coming around the corner in toilets, and so he gets dropped. Cloud9, though, they tie us up right away. Yeah. And that sets us up for a pretty exciting game at 2-2. The money wiped clean for the side of Na'Vi.
Yeah, and that's why it's a shame to see the save, right? Like, they would have all just been back to nothing. So it could have been a retake attempt, especially with the damage done, but they don't know that. And obviously still a man down. So these 2 guns, they've got to really do it all in a round like this. Boomich solo on the B-bomb site. Perfecto pushed up on long as well. Cloud9 lining up utility. Alex with some new tricks up his sleeve. Toilet smoke, Molly on the party as well. Playing safe, not letting Na'Vi get too much control in this round, and immediately as soon as they get there, they leave. It's a good call considering that B setup, right? Simple is actually forced into this round and he's come down lower. So maybe, just maybe, but Simple already begins to leave. And I wonder if he will commit with this, because already Perfecto's pushed up on long to get the info that mid is clear. They could be up in the toilets, and so Simple comes back down just in case. Right timing. Can Cloud9 find the round?
Yeah, in they go, right? Boomich here with one of these saved AKs, and he's already wrapped onto. They boost a man up in CT. That's Simple, but he's not able to find anything with his little dig. Perfecto is just saving that AK over in mid. He's not even giving this round a go, and it looks like it will just be an all-out save. Now, this doesn't look great for Na'Vi, but the benefit of getting out of this with a gun on Perfecto is that, he can drop for Simples, who invests a little bit more in this round here. So, that's an all right little thing. It gave you a bit more of a chance to win this round. You weren't able to do it. You still buy up in the next.
Yeah, I can't really blame Simple for forcing here. Like, he buys the AWP and he doesn't even see anyone. He gets smoke walked in the first AWP round. So, yeah, that's kind of annoying. But brought up here and will be dropped, as you say. So it should be all fine and dandy. Even so, Cloud9 building economy on this T side. 5 alive there in the B site. Simple really, while he was setting up the boost, Boomich gets wrapped on the bridge. You would love to see Simple provide some cover there to give Boomich a little more room to actually get something done with that gun. Not the end of the world, right? Only 2 weapons in that round, and one of them was too far gone. So a pause for Na'Vi coming in early. We know they do struggle on this map. So if Na'Vi start off 0-1 in this series, I'm not going to be too worried. There's still Dust 2 and Nuke to follow, 2 of their go-to maps. Obviously, Cloud9 have, thrown Nuke into almost every series they've played. been picking it up since the start. But honestly, despite the mass amounts of games played, the results haven't necessarily been there. But that's been the case on a lot of maps anyway. So, you know, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But right now, holding the lead by 1.
Yeah, and plus, being real, and it's not just because I'm a huge Zeppa / X-Team Chaos fanboy,
Okay.
but I think any team that has a guy like Zeppa in is going to feel right at home on Nuke because of what he's able to bring to the table. And I think it's just a matter of Cloud9 ironing out some of those kinks. But let's get into this, right? We got the buy round back in here. Boomage spammed down to 42 from Floppy all the way back here. Wasn't even trying to cross short. Guy's just trying to get into position in the site. It's like, well, fun round for me. I'm already nearly dead. Cloud9 very, very slow in this round here. Out into middle. Bit of control down towards B. Not taking this short water control, but they have cleared out connector. That's going to come in handy right later in the round. It gives you a lot of options here, having this connector control. With it, you often want some semblance of an idea as to what's going on at that short side of B.
Oi, oi. Cloud9 double nading over the party. They've really got a lot of tricks up their sleeve right now that they're showing us, so I like what I see. S-Tag holding down long with the AWP. New role for him, but I say new. We've seen it back on Heroic. He was a man of many tricks, bit of a magician, sleeve full of flowers or rabbits or whatever magicians put up their sleeves. I don't want to know. 30 seconds here. Cloud9 starting to move back down to B. Na'Vi have 3 on the top side. Once again, they've been rumbled. It's all a ruse. But the time is going to tick down, and they should be able to get a rotate into this B site in time. Boomich sees nothing. The door gets swung, and Alex begins to move in. No flash. They're playing this fast and contact. Boomich has no idea. Gets sidelined. Perfecto and a Molotov dead to Alex as well. And a double entry from the in-game leader has got Cloud9 on the board for a 4th.
Alex just runs in there, takes it. Takes Na'Vi by the throat, and he's like, well, boys, this is how we get the round. He's like, look, I tell you to go entry B, but I end up doing it.
No flash or anything.
Nah, man, he just runs him down. I like the contact play. You can see Na'Vi weren't ready for it whatsoever.
I mean,
I am kind of scratching my head as to how Boomich dies in the fashion he does. I get it. He's fixated on Monster, what with footsteps being made, but it's not like Alex was being very discreet in his movements up through short. You're also kind of left wondering, well, you know, if Boomich is responsible for Monster, how, you know, who was responsible for short? Was it Perfecto? Because he certainly didn't look like he was ready for that responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, Boomich did just check short on a timing, and he saw nothing, right? And the second he looks away is when Alex swings the door. But even so, again, you can hear that door from that position, like, certainly. But, you know, flooded comms, maybe there's 20 seconds on the clock. Na'Vi are coming, they're trying to work it out. They don't know what bomb site that's going to. You got to consider it's a AAA setup. They don't have any information.
And we know Na'Vi can get pretty loud in the comms, right?
It's been known to happen.
It has been known to happen.
But maybe a calmer facing bit here, right, as well, could alleviate some of that. Right now, some confusing times for Na'Vi, but Cloud9 showing us some grit. Back to the same default they've been running many rounds. Floppy on late lurks has at least conditioned Boomich to be scared of the short side, and so he hasn't even taken it in this round. Floppy only throws a flash to come and rejoin with Mezzi, who was holding connector. Cloud9 going for a long hit by the looks of this. They've forfeited all control of the map to take this one position with numbers, and it's the one position that Na'Vi are not interested in. Not right now. These 2 weapons held onto are at least in the A site. How much will they find?
Little double toilet setup between a bit and simple. The suspense is physically killing me.
Should see a doctor.
What's happening over here with Zeppa and the rest of the gang? See, it's mainly a long push, right? So this double toilet setup is nice to potentially deal with Zeppa, but are you ready to contain Alex and the rest of the gang as they explode out through long? Yes, actually, is the immediate answer that we get given. Zeppa's been deleted. Bit goes on a bit of a tear. And now Mezzi and S-Tag left to wonder where this went oh so wrong. They get out through the long area, but Simple is still in the toilets, laying down pain. Left to S-Tag in a 1v5. And yeah, man, I mean, not really much of a chance for him there.
I think, honestly, the one thing that goes from Na'Vi losing the round to winning the round is a team flash from Cloud9. Alex runs in, he has a great timing. Electronics on the site with a CC no armor, and two players in the toilets, one of them with their back open to Alex. He even sees him on the cross, but he gets full flashed in the Molotov by his teammate. And then at that point, Na'Vi, you know, they have such a window to take those kills. You know, again, I think if Alex just runs in and gets the frag with no flash contact, Cloud9 probably win that round. And they're miffed about it. They're going quick. They're running through a smoke, and they found Perfecto, but not to the kill. Double trade at least. Cloud9 makes something out of nothing, but they get grenaded down, and Electronic needs to stay alive here as Na'Vi can set up for the retake.
Oh, the nades are brutal. We see that from S-Tag's POV. Watches the nade physically stop Mezzy in his tracks and delete him from the round. So now S-Tag, the harrowing memory of how this came to be a 1v3, has to try and do right by the rest of his team. Simple up here in heaven, rotating down to CT, gonna join up with Electronic, fighting side by side to get control of this site. But a lot of time, a lot of respect given to S-Tag, and a lot of time ticked off this bomb. Now they tap it, but it's not the stick. They're not on it. S-Tag given more chances to fight. Simple is the only guy with a kit, and right now he's pushing. I don't think there's time. There's not time. Yeah, that's a bit of a rough round, being real. Oof. If you're Na'Vi.
They don't even save the AWP.
Yeah, Simple should have been on that bomb and left the hunting to bit, right? Or at the very, very least, if that was always the plan, to just go and hunt for S-Tag, you know, go do it a little bit sooner. I get you don't know where he is. You don't want to give picks away with the AWP, but that's a 3v1 that S-Tag wins to time. And Na'Vi were here for a solid, like, 20 seconds waiting to see if he gave them a peek.
Yeah, that's something that the dead talk needs to call. Either the coach or someone who's already out of the round needs to say, like, kit on Simple must defuse. Like, you're already low on time. And, you know, Simple, he wants to take the fight. We know he's audacious. We know he's confident, but that could be his undoing in a round like that. Not going for the stick. At least picking up a kill here in this round, but there's been some weird scenarios so far for Na'Vi in this game. As said, 3 weeks since they last played an official, maybe warming into things today. And again, on a map they're not comfortable on, but I'm not here to make excuses. Cloud9 are picking up Steve. 5-3, but a man down early. Floppy doesn't know. Boomich back in this position. Hasn't been seen getting here either. Oh dear, the legs are so easy, and Boomich has got them. Lock and key. Alex is dead. Can he really escape? The nade is not going to do anything, apparently. It looked dead on, but Floppy, bounced past him. He gets up and into short. Bit flanking B has them trapped, and they don't even know it.
Yeah, here's this B play from the remaining 3 of Cloud9. Bits coming in on a very, very late flanking through T spawn. But he could be the undoing of Cloud9. They lose Boomich inside of the site, but he already did his job, getting a 1-for-1. And Bit mops up S-Tag on the wrap round. The round isn't done just yet, and now it is. So thank you very much for tuning in. 4 on the board for Na'Vi as they make that B hold come into fruition finally. Opening kill found for Boomich and co in that round there. I like his spot, man. He approaches it with all the finesse of like a ballet dancer. He sneaks over the railing, so you never even see him if you're peeking it from the short tunnel.
He also knows 2 things. Well, the main thing is that Floppy has been late lurking, right? He's not, because he's on his own outside B, he's not been taking short out of spawn, flashing smoke in the molly. He's been late. And so Boomich has been caught early in the half and is now starting to pick that one up and work it out. Like, okay, they're not taking short out of spawn. I can get this position. I just need to always be aware that I can get walked on in the mid-round. Na'Vi also found a gap in the default in that round, right? With that connector flank, it gives Bit a lot of info and gets them into a flank on B, allowing Na'Vi to stack the bomb site. That's another way that Na'Vi can try and find success here, right? Like Cloud9, their defaults have been good, but we've started to see them like group up into 5-man hits recently. So are there going to be more gaps to exploit? Can Na'Vi find those timings? Because as much as they can be a reward, they can also be a risk, giving away picks to holding T's. Boost up. This is a silent one, but, well, you can spot him maybe. Not from this position. S-Tag looking for the barrels pick. Bit in the meantime dropping one in the toilet. And S-Tag given nothing. He can make the call that B looks fairly clear, but you can never be sure. And in fact, it's a very passive setup for Na'Vi against the Pistols, looking to try and retake. Oh, double boost. Hello. Zeppa. Oh, cheeky, but Boomich is ready for it. I like that idea. You don't you rarely see that, rather. Perfecto on an off angle, and Simple with a collapse to close the round. Na'Vi have recovered well in the last couple of rounds, but now we have another buy from Cloud9. This is a weird game, Harry.
Yeah, no, I mean, I always feel like Na'Vi Overpass games are just a bit weird, though, right? Like, this is like the one map, it feels like, where you put Na'Vi on and they no longer look like this this world beater.
Yeah, even on the T side, we see so many rounds like just get lost to time, as it did on the defuse.
Yeah.
Like very late executes, like 15, 20-second A executes with full utility, and they don't get a plant because the truck player kills one player, and then boom, you lose the round. 4-man mid setup, Na'Vi going big. Well, look at Cloud9, anywhere but that A site. Already moving around B water. Zeppa sees nothing, and that's, I guess, misinformation, but he would love to know there are 4 players here. He could just call to his team, take that B bomb site. There's no defense. Na'Vi can afford to retake this round, though, right? As long as Perfecto doesn't immediately die. They already have this flank of Bit, who is certainly looking confident, taking a lot of space in this map. He's done so in the connector in the past, and now he's fully flanked B. Simple gonna hold con, sends his teammates back down to that B bomb site. And Alex, well, he doesn't know how many players are starting to move in, but oh, he's been spotted.
Oh, Perfecto with the jump, floppy. We'll get one before getting traded. The rest of Cloud9 is spilling in through Monster. And with the Heaven Smoke now down, they're given a real veil, a real chance to get out into this site. Simple, gonna have to find shots through this smoke. Oh, and my God, he certainly gives it a good attempt, doesn't he? But it will just be the save for Simple. So 6 on the board for Cloud9, just a creep into B. It's a little worrisome how, you know, these rounds, wherever they have just kind of, you know, not telegraphed to B, play with utility, they just either sneak or rush in. They often are finding success on the back of it. Not even having to throw this standard util.
Simple's 12-2 as well, which is kind of mad considering how this game has gone. He's trying to make players die with the bomb here, throwing a flash in, but they're not falling for it. They're too far out anyway. And yeah, he tries to bait them in, hoping if anyone's below him, they hear him run away, and then he doubles back into the site. Not going to cause anything in this round. Cloud9, I mean, again, like, look at that round for Na'Vi. They have all the info. They have the flank, certainly holding 4 mid for quite a while, but they even have players coming down CT in time to stop Cloud9. And with Floppy getting the entry, the one player in B who had to at least go 1-for-1, dead immediately. And then Na'Vi can't even consider it, rather, with Simple smoked off in the Heaven. Oh, through the smoke. Won't work wonders. More often than not, you see that smoke come down and T's just run through the door into water. But Mezzi gives up a kill to Bit early, and now Na'Vi in a really good position, right? 5-on-4, they fall right back. No one's taking mid, no one's aggressing in this round. They're waiting for Cloud9 to come to them. This should be Na'Vi carving a path for 6.
Simple's still getting aggressive with this AWP in middle. And with 12-2, they're begging for them to feed the beast. RV hoping that Simple can put it to good use. Alex is smoked off in the toilets. He is next door to Simple right now. But he doesn't know it yet. This is like a weird round of timings here, right? It all comes down to whether or not Simple is in the right place at the right time. And there he is getting the opener. Floppy runs around the corner. Simple still fighting up close. He's domed by Alex, who opens into this A site single-handedly. Alex on the entry again. This guy's doing it all for the side of Cloud9. The molly on the truck burns Alex out, and Boomich comes in with another. It's left onto S-Tag in the 1v1. The AWP ringing out death, and Cloud9 up on a 7, building into the lead, breaking the money of Na'Vi, and a round in which they were They were down 2 players at one point in time.
A 3-on-5, a 1-on-2. Cloud9 pulling every clutch out their arse right now. It's unbelievable. Alex, what are those entries? And like you said, he's been doing it round after round. S-Tag clutching with the AWP. This is the Cloud9 we want to see. Wow, I don't know what I'm watching, Harry. 7-5. And that felt like a perfect round for Na'Vi. Everything had gone to plan. They got the opening kill. Simple in the toilets. And then blink and you miss it. A triple entry from the in-game leader. Making Na'Vi look like fools. Smoke's out for Na'Vi. That's all they've really got in this round, other than the AWP. Mezi playing it a little slower and connected this time around, clearing it with a Molotov. He's waiting for his mid players to help out from the top, check the stairs. Seppa's already walked past, and so Con, for the time being, is no problem. Simple. Oh, that was stylish, and he hits 9 damage on Floppy. Wow. I like the move, though, surfing on the wall. They're just running in. Cloud9 aren't waiting for anyone. Bit's got the kill. Alex finally dead, cannot get that entry, but his team can pick up the pieces and up connect to come these T's. Oh no! The bomb's been dropped in middle. Simple needs to stay alive. Electronic getting caught from behind, and now Simple all alone. They can just run B. They know exactly where he is, and Zeppa falls back, disengages, wastes time for Simple to stay here, and he hits a shot, but it won't be the kill. At this point, the bomb can just go. It needs to go. It needs to go now. 20 seconds. Cloud9 running right back down. And Simple hears this, and he'll be in position in time. They have a smoke for Heaven, though. Does he pick that top spot, and could it be his undoing?
Oh, yeah, smoked off. Needs to land it through that smoke, and just a second too early for Simple. Bomb plant in. Cloud9, they've done it. 3 still alive, and that's enough for Simple to know that saving is the right choice to make here. 2 tags in the round out of Simple. Damn. You know, like, imagine a world in which he... I reckon, man, if Zeppa is on the receiving end of the AWP there and dies to it instead of just taking 59 damage, maybe Simple gives this round a go. Right? He also wouldn't have been tagged up by Zeppa in the process. He only gets damage done because it isn't the killing blow. Ultimately, that's locked in the round for Cloud9. 8-5. Now, at the very, very least, winning out the half.
Yeah.
And who knows, right? Why stop there?
Man, it does feel like shame time today. You know, have you checked the clocks? Have they gone back? Simple's 13-3, man. He is not dying. But like, you can't even. Yeah, okay, you can harp on him for that defuse round, sure. But in most of these positions, it's not like Simple's even like, you know, making mistakes. He's just often being out rotated by Cloud9, or Na'Vi in so many of these rounds have played weak B defenses with 1, sometimes 2 players there, and Cloud9 just get the kills, and Simple's left in Heaven, always smoked off. Like, that's one thing as well. The Heaven rotates, so they've just been getting cancelled out by Cloud9. So maybe start to move down those stairs and take CT position instead. Cloud9 have had all the answers. They've done their homework. But even so, you would expect Na'Vi to be coming into this tournament a little more prepared, right? Like, they've had this time off to fix things. They've already brought Bit into the server, so clearly practice has been going on. We are yet to see the fruits of their labor. Electronic dodging nades, they land on the barrel. Perfecto goes for the peak, and he does get that opening kill. Finally, Na'Vi, a man up, smoking on the Molotov, and Cloud9 looking to try and find this trade. That's the bomb. May have been spotted, but we don't have any rotates down. It's still a 3-man B hold. Bit starting to move off. Simple can be tasked alone on that A site, but he's hoping, he's praying his team can actually hold B for a change.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they've got enough players here. They've got enough resources to make it happen, surely. Electronic is good for a double. And so this round is looking locked in for Na'Vi. S-Tag and Mezi left up in the 2v5. Split over here, now joining up at short. They were split between short and Monster. They group back up. But what do you even try and do to make this happen? They're going to attempt this boost.
Well, I like the molly.
Yeah, throwing a molly, hoping this forces a reposition or traps a player at barrel, and that's exactly what it's done. Electronic dead on the barrels. Now they realize the boost was in play. This triggers the rotation of Simple into Heaven with the AWP. S-Tag having to go toe-to-toe with Simple. Not an easy task, and now left alone in the clutch. 13 seconds to salvage this round, and it can't happen. It can't be done. Na'Vi coming with a 6th. Oh, an overinvestment from Cloud9. There was an AK left in T-Spawn.
And look at the
And the money's gone, man. You would have loved to have had that extra 2,700.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a bit of a mistake at the end of the half, but other than that, Cloud9 have had a very good T side here and now. 8-6. At a worst case scenario, they've won the half. Like, that's pretty good.
Hugo, people say you sound like Henry G. What kind of a pep talk do you reckon he'd be giving the boys in this timeout?
I don't know, man. Something inspiring, something full of hope. I don't know if he's in TS as the GM right now.
You never know, man. It's Henry.
Yeah.
Bit of a rock star, bit of a cavalier. Is that a word?
I don't know, maybe.
I think it is. I think I nailed it.
Don't know the definition, but I'll trust you on that one. Something inspiring, Harry. Not that they need it. He's just patting Alex on the back, you know, refreshing his drinks, making sure he's got everything he needs, because right now Alex is performing very well indeed. He's getting all these entries on the T side, crafting a beautiful half. And Cloud9, yeah, okay, a little limited. The overinvestment in the last round, not what they wanted, but they've still got 2 AKs to get the job done. Can they do the job, though, is a different question. It's the con snake sneaking through.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can assure you, Henry ain't giving speeches like that. Right, guys, I want the con snake.
I want
the
this.
Zephyr and S-Tag. We got the con snake. We need to see the trouser snakes now from these two individuals.
Oh, they're going quick as well. They slipped off long toilets. That's how you know they don't even care about the control. They're leaving Floppy to it late. They're running him up. And Simple with the AWP in the sight is flicking left and right. He's got 2. Make it a third. Eagle out. Simple styling. And he's looking for the ace. Only Floppy left alive. And Electronic dies, which gives Simple all the info, all the charts he needs to close the half with style. Oh my goodness. It's going to be a Na'Vi finding something at the end, but by and large, it's Cloud9 half, winning it out with 8.
Got met with a brick wall of the Fnatic stack out towards B then. And my God, 14-14, nerves, pressure, everything is now on the line. Both of these sides, Fnatic won this done and dusted. They got the first map, they won this over with. I think that's a fighting for everything now. Players are here for Fnatic. Fetish has got his foot in towards the site. Pronax finds Zipnix, not the best of starts. Flusher gets Dupree. Bomb is going down. Device still kicking as Fetish waits and waits. Finds himself a little bit of smoke to hide in, but it's a 2v4. Desperately hard to hold on to. Device around the world we go. Oh, but the defuse is coming in. He's still going. Oh! Just about gets it as the flames come in. And look at the little dance of happiness. That is how to control your nerves in a situation. Dance it out, but my God.
We're as close as we can get it. Simple rounding out the half with 4. The ace stolen by Perfecto.
How dare he?
And yeah, I mean, you know, bit of a rat move, but
Yeah,
hey, man,
Perfecto.
he makes it, you know, makes the round happen.
Minus Perfecto plus Flamey, I think. That's the only solution from here on out. Stealing highlights away. But nonetheless, split right down the middle, Harry. Half and half. 8-7. And Cloud9, no fear. No chill. Pushing right down long. Floppy crunching middle. Catching Simple early. And Bit does trade with a quick tap back. Is that going to be worth its weight, though, as Cloud9 is still coming in on this big flank? Na'Vi, if they commit now, they at least have B fairly free. Mezzi playing retake with the kit. And Na'Vi going to get a bomb plant with this quick flank from Cloud9. It's been considered. It's been spotted. And Bit's dealing with it well. Second kill of the round. Electronic doesn't get to use his nades as he is caught from short. And now a 3-on-3 with Cloud9 coming in from all positions.
Yeah, very, very weird round, right? Shaping up here. Bit still responsible for this flank, and S-Tag is there. 2 in the round already. And Bit's going to be needed to deliver us a little bit more. Taps them out, and now he's on for the ace. Oh, Bit! Simple wasn't able to do it in the first half, but Bit's done it to open up the second. All 5 in the pistol with that P2. And man, is he a beauty.
Wow, that was, yeah, it's so clean as well. Mostly one taps coming through for Bit. You love to see it. And yeah, I mean, he's hungry here, right? Being added into another map, maybe even coming in for more of a, you know, permanent basis on many more. I can't wait to see the future of Na'Vi and what these many rosters, these many upcoming talented players they have, you know, go on to show us. It styling on Cloud9. Will that give Na'Vi the energy they need to pull a bit of a comeback in the second half? I say comeback, and it's, you know, level pegging right now, 8-8. But still, considering, you know, the T side was looking really, really good for Cloud9, Na'Vi having to one-up it, it's not going to be easy, that's to say for sure. Electronic is out and no one knows. Alex did this in the first half, but Simple is drawing them in, and Electronic can knock him down. 2-pin bowling, good grenade, and it's comboed with a shot from S-Tag. Electronic only lives for a second, and Simple won't commit either. They don't need to. Na'Vi are in no hurry. They're getting the bomb, bringing it back to B. That's a bit of a ding coming through, but they won't finish the job. Even the nade, double down, leaves Simple on 2. But as long as he still stands, there should be fear in the minds of Cloud9. They've cleared out water. They know this is A now. And Mezzi can rotate up with that found Galil, but Simple should have this kill at least.
Little freebie.
Oh no.
There it is.
I thought he was going to knife.
Yeah, nice, free Mezzi on B4 with a Galil. And saving, of course. And now he backs away, gives over the round, knows that a 1v4 with this gun, not going to happen. He gets out of there. And he will take it with him into the next. At least it's a little something extra to try and fight back with if you're Cloud9, but this is really all you've got. Drop his sidearm over, but that's about the extent of it. That's about the extent of the worry in this coming round. Na'Vi back in the lead at 9-8.
Oh.
And they're even hunting Mezzi down. Now, Perfecto's going to die to the bomb if he doesn't face here. The nade might even finish the job. 2 damage, never mind. Forget I said anything. Mezzi getting pressured, 2 up in the heavens. And the bomb gonna take them both out. So, you know, an all right ending to that round. You forced a bit of reinvestment out of the hands of Na'Vi. Decent chunk of money wasted there, hunting down that Galil. Regardless, it's just an eco to follow this up. So a 10-8 scoreline feeling inevitable for Na'Vi.
Yeah, that's a sigh of relief, right, after a pretty, you know, turbulent first half. Especially at one point, it looked like Cloud9 were going to slap Na'Vi, but, you know, it got leveled out at the end. Now Na'Vi kicking it up a notch, back to middle. Bit leading. And only USPs with a flashbang. Alex is ready to throw it in from the A site at the first sign of danger. Oh dear, they might never get to see the light of day or the light of the flash because Na'Vi are getting all the kills as it pops. Contact into middle, no info for Cloud9. If anything, you hope to get toilet smoked there because then at least you can burst through that with a surprise, but this is nothing but surprising. It's very clear, very concise, and 5 alive at the end of things. Na'Vi take a 10-round scoreline. Cloud9 coming in with their first rifle of the half, and Estag could even AWP if he wants.
We're getting some great mileage out of Bit right now.
Yeah.
You know? Ear on Overpass, replacing Flamey. And looking to make that a reoccurring theme is Bit, judging by his performance he's putting in now. Is this buy back in for Cloud9 and Estag donning the AWP. There isn't one on the other side, so might be given a chance to use that uncontested.
Wow.
Mezzi with the double spray down in Con has opened this round up in a big way for the Cloud9 side.
Yeah, Mezzi may get the kills there, but credit goes to Cloud9 for the idea. Nade and a flash gets thrown in from the back of the B bomb site, and the flash pops in the door, blinding both players. That was a combo from Cloud9. That was a 1-2 punch. And so they set Mezzi up for success, and boy, does he show it. I love that idea for Cloud9. Like, you can flash through the windows, but the door nade not only, you know, lets you flash, but also leaves a lot open. And if you're coming through that con, if you're Na'Vi, you're scared of all positions. So really nice stuff. Cloud9 with some ingenuity, but will they be able to engineer around here? Because now Na'Vi still looking at A, longingly, Simple and Electronic, a troublesome twosome, and there's an AWP dropped as well at the feet of Simple if he wants it. But right now looking to take the site, might not be the gun for the job. Gonna flash in front of Electronic to get him out. Oh, Electronic looks right into it. The comm's not there for some reason. And now Simple dead as well from Zeppa. That's a bit of a problem there for Na'Vi. Like, that should be very clearly communicated. That flash was right in the face of Electronic, which is fine if Electronic turns, but that was not made clear clearly as he just walks into the site blinded. And we're seeing these little errors for Na'Vi, right? Like, even though they're winning right now, these little mistakes, miscommunications, defuse is not stuck. And for Cloud9, it's quite the opposite, right? The individuals may be there for Na'Vi, but the team play is there for Cloud9 right now. More nades into middle, smoked off, but the playground cut off by another Molotov. Na'Vi jump out B short. They take it fast and furious. Nades into B. Oh, done good damage. Alex tries to peek in, but he gets punished. And Floppy's been beaten and bruised by the HEs that have landed from Na'Vi. So now good position. This is where, you know, Yanko, if he was coaching, he would tell you to stop, to hold, to wait. It's Cloud9 often pushing in these positions and trying to get advantages back. Will that be their undoing? Is that something Na'Vi are ready for? Because Estag certainly looks interested.
Yeah, walking into short, though, this is a world of unknowns for Cloud9. This is either where they find the 4-on-4, dealing with Boomage, or they lose a man, and Zeppa is there. Good to get that kill locked in. The bomb is now rotating back to B. Bit is left on a solo lurk up through A long. The rest of Na'Vi stacked up outside of Monster, starting to push in. The question for me, right, is are they going to wait for Bit to make this first contact? Electronic was playing anti-flash and decides that after that flash has gone off, that's when he's going to make his presence known. Now in with a kill. Bit still up in these toilets. 30 seconds. Na'Vi, they're rotating up through Con by the looks, but Estag gets ahead of them. Perfecto trades it at least, so the bomb is still alive. Up towards the A site now. Bit is very, very deep and already clearing out A. He's carved a path for this bomb to go down. Mezzi might be the man who is to answer the call here if he's able to deny the plant, but it's not going to get planted for him. And that maybe could have saved the round. Now you've got to play out this 2v2, and you are separated on the Cloud9 side. They lose Mezzi right away. And so for Floppy, at just 38 HP, 2 bullets is all he can take here in these fights, and he gets dealt with on the first. Na'Vi up to 11. They win that first rifle round out. Cloud9 having to take another eco. And so Na'Vi really picking up some steam in this second half.
And I'm loving what we're getting out of Bit today. This is just excellent, right? Not just on the individual front, that ace and the pistol was certainly ludicrous as well, but even that lurk, he clears long, he goes back through toilets, he takes so much time, but just enough time to get the site under control as Cloud9 fully rotate lower, right? Like, why wouldn't you rotate for Cloud9? You've seen so many players come out Monster, you've seen the bomb on shore, and at that point, Bit's already in the site. Floppy had to walk up, he didn't know how much room Bit had gotten. Cloud9 pushing mid with pistols right now. Bit is trapped. He needs help. He needs support. The bomb is loose. Cloud9 have it, but only temporarily, because here come the rifles to keep things clean. Simple dead, but all his team here in time. Alex makes noise, and they're waiting on the ladder. So Na'Vi clean up that eco. But yeah, you got to give a lot of props to Bit right now. Like, we've only seen him on Inferno, and here on Overpass, providing value in more ways than just fragging out. And now Na'Vi really picking up the pace. 12-9. What was a equal game is starting to slide out of control for Cloud9. They have to win this round or they could get steamrolled.
The thing that's most impressive here, right, is we know this is a map that Na'Vi struggle on normally, right, when you've got like the usual players in the server. This is, on the flip side, a great map for Cloud9 usually. And so the fact that Na'Vi are in the lead really does show you how, you know, even swapping out one player and changing these roles up a bit has helped Na'Vi. As I think especially on this T side, Boomich used to be the guy that was responsible for these A-lurks, and we instead see Bit doing that. And I think he's found a lot more room, a lot more opportunity out of it than what we've ever had from Boomich in this position.
Sorry.
Yeah, a bit of a tag from Simple onto Electronic, but all still friends at the end of the day. Another slow round from Na'Vi. They've got short control, they've got mid control, they've taken connector. So they've got all these key areas, right? They can throw in another A fake and then this time maybe look to exec B. No one is as deep as the last time, right? Where they actually end up faking the B play and rotating the bomb up to A. So I'm imagining it's the inverse of that this time, with these two players in Perfecto and Bit hoping to sell the A fake. Mezzi might hit a good timing here, though. They just cleared out the long toilets, and now Mezzi is arriving from this position. Bit almost caught. Yeah, will get dropped by Mezzi. And now they come back up through the connector on the side of Na'Vi, looking to move into this A site. Perfecto getting that trade. The rotations being called for, but S-Tag's got to hold the line till those rotations arrive. But he's dealt with Boomich, the first man in. Smokes are now falling to give you a bit of room to get this bomb down. But in a man-down scenario, with 7 seconds, they need the bomb plant. It doesn't happen. It's the save from Na'Vi.
And this is what we always see on this T side, right? Like, this is familiar territory. This is Overpass for Na'Vi. Losing to the clock. They don't even try it, man. They had the site empty. There was no one there for Cloud9. S-Tag does get that kill, but he drops back CT safely. So Cloud9, I don't think they even could have stopped the bomb plant. But Na'Vi don't commit to it. Oh, dear. There was a truck player, right? Sure, you can get swung by that, but it's the risk you have to take. It's do we want the round or do we want the save, right? Like, you may as well at least go for it, but Na'Vi think otherwise. And head in your hands, yeah, after a round like that, I can barely blame you. 10-12, that was a sitter for Na'Vi. Bit gets caught in toilets, changing weapon. He wasn't fully, you know, out with the AK yet. And so even though that gets cleared by Perfecto, who does chase down the kill and trade, it's still not enough for Na'Vi. Time is their undoing, and Cloud9 keeping this one contested, an important round for them to remain above water. And S-Tag, you know, he's not destroying right now, but he's finding crucial kills with this AWP. He's getting the picks that Cloud9 desperately need. Top for his team right now, and still negative on the scoreboard. Like, that first half as well didn't come off of kills for Cloud9. It often came out of out-rotating, out-positioning Na'Vi and forcing saves a lot of the time. Well, right now Na'Vi have kept saving, but even on the T side, against their will. Hoping this round is a little bit more fast.
Yeah, Electronic is still trying to play it pretty fast and loose down here towards Monster, right? He's got Simple covering for a close swing, and he's deep playing anti-flash. Meanwhile, in middle, Bit and Perfecto are back trying to work this toilets control. 2 players are here, though, Mezzi being one of them, and S-Tag posted up in long. That's a nasty bit of trade potential here for Cloud9, especially if they get away with the first kill, right? And now Perfecto attempts to trade Mezzi. This is where S-Tag can come in real handy to keep this in the advantage of Cloud9. He's not actually peeking. Instead, he's playing safe at long. So that trade never comes in. Na'Vi now looking to settle into a B play, stacking up outside of the site, 2 at Monster, 2 at Shore. And Cloud9 actually starts to rotate Alex away. So the timing is now perfect for Na'Vi to get into this B bomb site. Simple gives Perfecto the AWP because he's low on HP, but now they lose out on 2 players at Monster. It's a 2-on-2, and Boomich almost gets caught looking the wrong way. The bomb's got to get into this site. There's 15 seconds. Simple is very, very low and actually decides to swing on the peak. Alex now removed. S-Tag not able to deny that bomb plant. Having a fight up close, and Simple, he might be low, but he's still keen for this engagement. S-Tag running the risk of getting double swung from the pillar, and there is Simple to close out the round at 26-7. 13 on the board for Na'Vi.
This guy.
And yeah, we're talking about he is giving us a really good game, as is Simple, like firing on all cylinders in this one.
Yeah, he's been hungry to get back in the server to play these officials, right? Like, what is this play from Simple? He peaks with 10 seconds. If he dies there, that's the round. Simple's 10 health. He takes all the risks and he wins it. Of course he does. It's Simple. That was a play that no one else could ever get away with. Unbelievable scenes. It's gun game for Simple, man. AWP trades out to the AK. His teammate dies. He trades back out to the AWP, and boy, was it worth it. This is a masterclass right now. Cloud9 put on pistols, broken in this round, holding on to connector. 2 players here. There's the shot, but it's messy at best. Boomich gets a kill, and he taps down S-Tag as well.
It's pronounced Mezzi with a Z. Oh, look at this. Electronic holding down Monster. Good for the double. Alex is like, well, what do I even do? He's going to go up towards A with that bomb. Look at it. Look at Boomich taking it over towards B. And that there is the battle of the brains. Alex deciding to leave the A site now.
Now, does he get knifed? I know I'm calling it very early, but this is a...
Hey, man, get the prediction in early. It makes it even more splendid if it goes right.
Either it's a kill steal, which Simple is used to, or he knifes Alex. It's neither option, or either option, rather. Nothing else. Okay, kill steal. Forget it. Perfecto.
Classic
We're
from
watching you,
Perfecto.
bud.
Classic. Look, Simple had the knife out and everything.
That was it, man. Crafted, but... not mine, clearly. 14-10. And this could be all over for Cloud9 if they lose this one round, right?
Simple's like a lion, and then Perfecto's like a vulture. Like, waits for Simple to be in a good spot, like messing up the opponent. And then, when he's kind of had his pick of the flesh.
The flesh.
That's when Perfecto comes in. Big nade from Mezzi in middle. S-Tag holding on to Monster. Simple here as well. The AWP's maybe about to go blow for blow. S-Tag v Simple.
Oh, no.
Oh, but instead, it's secret option number C. The nades rain in.
C's my favorite number.
Exactly. S-Tag never even near those nades. Not worried about it. Does live to tell the tale.
Oh, the boost up as well. I mean, Cloud9, like, the one thing you can say about this game is they've shown us a lot of cool things. Like, a lot of great ideas, a lot of nice ways of getting opening picks. But Na'Vi don't really care what you've got in your pocket. Simple moving up short, big gap in that smoke. Or not big, but just enough. That long smoke's so annoying for Cloud9. They could even boost over. It's probably their only option to continue with this information. S-Tag taking a look, won't hang around and doesn't know the bit was crossed on the right side. 40 seconds. I'm always keeping my eye on that clock when Na'Vi are in the server, especially a man down. Oh, Cloud9, they boost long and they think it's clear, so they rotate heavy to B, thinking surely Na'Vi are faking us. That is not the case, and now they're realizing, oh, Mezzi's calling for help. S-Tag's running him up with the AWP in 20 seconds as Na'Vi take the empty site.
Yeah, with smokes down though, Mezzi is still flying solo. One man does push through the smokes, it's Alex, and now he's inspired the rest of his team to follow in his footsteps. Perfecto, good for the double, but it is left on to Simple to try close the round out, and with 10 seconds, there's just not enough time. S-Tag bests him. And so it's 11 now for Cloud9, still trying to grind their way back into this game. And they've at least put their first foot in the right place to begin this little marathon to a 16-14. Money still there for Na'Vi, so the investment's coming back in. Alex might have only got one kill, but he plays an important role in that hold there, right? Up until he dives through the dumpster smoke, it was only Mezzi actually able to fight and try hold on. So he really complicates matters by deep diving into the back line of Na'Vi. Maybe a fast B play here.
Especially with how those, smokes are down and the time is so low. That was a really good call to go through the smokes. Cloud9 now got to deal with a faster approach, and Floppy caught out in the open. Alex does get that trade. That's something at least. They're out B though, Na'Vi by Monster. Alex smoking them off to try and keep some semblance of control in this B bomb site. He even backs out. This is the last thing they're expecting. They should still be scared of short. Perfecto's holding on to it. Na'Vi, I like the reset. They get the kill, and they know they have so much time on the clock. With Cloud9 fully rotated to B, they may as well throw a spanner in the works. Even if they recommit B later in the round, Cloud9 will get to a point where they doubt themselves, and they rotate a man back up. Or they get more information. And that seems to be Alex's idea. There's no flash in this round, though. They would have loved that to re-grab some control. So it's either that, or it's a safe rotate. And so S-Tag begins his journey back towards that A site with Alex. Mezzi solo B right now, drops his smoke. But Na'Vi don't care. They have already committed to their decision. Going back up towards his top site. From Monster to A long, all the way round. Boost up. That will do with no flash instead, and that should surely force a rotate. If you're Cloud9 here, a good call is just to gamble, right? Like, pick 3 on either site, and if Na'Vi don't come, you save your guns.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Now they know about this AWP through the long smoke. S-Tag, there's one, tries to make it a double. Ends up being on the receiving end of Bit and his AK. Now the bomb plant in. Alex and Mezzi, do they even want to attempt this round, a 2v3 that ultimately decides whether or not there's that much to bring to the table in this follow-up round? They're gambling it all, and Alex is suddenly throwing into the clutch. This man has been king of the 3Ks. Well, this round he needs 4, and the spray is almost good. But Perfecto rises above it all at the end to lock in 15 for Na'Vi. Cloud9, as a result of going for that retake, committing to the 2-on-3, a damn good attempt, but it's left them with nothing, up against 15.
Yeah, this is a sweaty series right now, right? Rub it off your brow, 15-11, and almost another mowdown for Alex. He has looked great individually, no question about it, but it might not be enough to weather the storm here for Cloud9. They really needed their pick in this series. Na'Vi have Dust 2 on the horizon. And look at this desperate buy. Famas' a scout on S-Tag. His AWP has been pretty good as well in this game, especially on the CT side, finding a lot of advantages. If not like opening kills into 5v4s, then kills on the execute when Na'Vi are committing with the smokes, S-Tag getting one before they bloom or pushing through for a kill. He's been finding a lot of value. Na'Vi right now all over the board, 4 chances to find one round, and this will be the easiest one so far. With what's been shown on the other side, not a single M4. Could be a good nade for S-Tag. It's lining up U-tilt, so some free damage there. Oh, Monster push. Are they going to flash it? Alex is, but it's not going to affect Electronic, who's waiting for it. Oh, it's a messy spray, and they throw in that deep smoke that we've been seeing. I think it was Big use the other day as well. Cuts Electronic out of B Monster. He has no information, but Cloud9 won't hang around for long. They already clear that spot and rotate numbers up to A in expectation of Na'Vi doing the same.
Yeah, and while Bit is up on this A bomb site and Perfecto is also just moved up through Connector, these are the 2 players that have very, very often been over towards this side of the map, so it isn't looking like you know, Na'Vi are determined to go back to A just yet. Instead, sending out a bit of like an info play between these two to see what they can see up towards the toilets and mid. 40 seconds. Na'Vi do not want to lose this to time, right? This is their best chance to close out this map right here, right now. You're not going to have another situation where Cloud9 are coming in with a bye this week. So you want to exploit it. You want to find the victory. And with Floppy opening the roundup, he has looked to complicate matters, but Simple wants this over and done with now. He's hungry for the victory. 15 seconds. They've saved this Molotov to try deny the plant. Boomich having to plant out in the open, but he does live to tell the tale. A huge bomb plant coming in has saved the day for Na'Vi, and Simple in with the third. Everyone's pretty low, and Boomich and Simple have both been dropped in an instant. Now they swing out of Monster. The lineup is there. It's all onto Mezzi, and he gets away with the kill. A broken bye for Cloud9 keeps them in this game. 3 kills for Simple, 1 for Electronic, and it's not enough to close it out for Na'Vi up against what was mostly pistols and SMGs.
Heartbreak for Na'Vi there as well, right? Like, look at the damage done by Cloud9 with the Molotovs, with the grenades, with the dinks early on out through Monster. They had 3 players on Na'Vi, 8 and 7 HP. Electronic almost feels like he has to make a play there. He's hoping he can catch Mezzi on the bomb. It's not even planted for him as well, it's worth noting. They tried to go for default plant, but that molly comes down and Cloud9, oh sorry, Na'Vi don't have a smoke. The only smoke they had was already on the site, so they had to commit to it. The fact that Boomich even gets the plant with all that spam is you know, impressive enough, but Na'Vi falling a bit short in that one, and Cloud9 keep it going. And as you say, like, that was going to be the worst buy of the 4 chances that Na'Vi had to close. So Cloud9 have really done something dangerous here in this game. They've probed open the opportunity for overtime in their map pick. And this one should be freer than ever. No armor, no util, only Boomich with a bit of Kev. Na'Vi just hoping for something ludicrous. Maybe a 1 Deagle would do it. Simple and Boomich with the Deagles. Both looking at this A site already. Mezzi calling for S-Tag to rotate up. Cloud9, you know, very different CT side to Na'Vi, who have been heavy on the B defenses every single round. Na'Vi were not, and that was their undoing. Electronic, oh sorry, Simple rather, dead early. 2 moving up long. Mezzi doesn't know they're close, but he must be considering it. And they pop out of nowhere. There it is. Mezzi with 1, doubles up, and this should be no problem for Cloud9, who is stacked up on this A site. Only Electronic left.
Yeah, nice. It's clean. Cloud9 up to 13. And Na'Vi with the investment. However, a terrifying prospect now on the horizon, right? A loss in this round here leaves you very, very limited up against what would be a round deciding whether or not this goes to overtime.
You need a bomb plant. Worst case scenario.
So let's see if they can at least get away with that. Cloud9 doing a good job of making this series or this map exciting. Fast con control taken, but waiting on the other side. Here's a player in connector. Zephyr is opened up with Perfecto dying fast out short, and the nade following up, doing even more damage to Boomich, has left Cloud9 in a really good spot in this round.
Yeah, Mezzi, they have no idea he's here either. Here's Boomich show that grenade. Does he want to make a move? Boomich is hoping for this flank. Carrying the con. Electronic dodging more flashes. But it's not like they're playing off these flashes, they're just lobbing them in. Electronic's hoping for a kill, Simple might steal it. Missed headshot on the barrels, not an easy shot to hit with the orb. Electronic might need to come and bail him out. This is the bomb being spotted. Boomich is dead finally to connect him. Mezzi wins that fight out, but he will be cleared from above. But has he provided a bit of room for them to go back up towards A? You can see the bomb is already retreating. It won't go through water. Really good call for Na'Vi, right? Last time they did that, Cloud9 pushed short and traded 1 for 1. This time, both players there could have been a costly one for Na'Vi, so they go for the long rotate all the way around the map. Only S-Tag here. This should be piecing together. Cloud9 should know exactly what's going on, and you can already see Alex leading by example, rotating right back up. 20 seconds here. Time cannot afford to be the undoing of Na'Vi. We said they need a plant. They need it all right here, right now.
And Alex is just playing to deny a bomb plant. He's hiding at truck. He's waiting, knowing that Na'Vi and this clock can sometimes be their undoing. With that kill, he's denied the plant for the time being. He buys even more time. Oh, Na'Vi, they're out of it. They're out of the round. They're out of time. And Cloud9 are up to 14. Devastating. And that's the thing. You could see that Alex was playing around that very fact, right? He was just waiting to deny that bomb plant.
Oh my goodness.
What a catch for Alex at S-Tag.
It's got to feel good, man. Like, if you're Cloud9, you're reading the game right now. You know what Na'Vi are doing. You have some great calls. And, yeah, Na'Vi having trouble right now. They're B-rushing. Oh, dear. It's a CIS Classic. It's all they can rely on right now, and it's what they're hoping to close the map with. Pistols and armor, fast and furious, but mollied out is the first man in. Bit can't get through the monster. Zeppa's trapped a pillar. He's just hoping they come his way. All these mollies down are separating Na'Vi into pieces, but, they're putting Cloud9 in boxes. Alex in the pit with 2. S-Tag helps out Simple with the D, and it's going to overtime. Cloud9 will not let their foot off the gas, and we go again.
It doesn't take a lot to turn a person into gold. Yeah, I've been getting good at alchemy. And you can stay inside in the dark, but without it, you never let go. And when you're done with hiding and you wanna have control, you and I can find a perfect fantasy. Stepped out looking like a small fire, half glass that filled with desire. Head down, but no, I can't deny it. Life is fun when you're a liar.
Wish we could learn how to love our mistakes, straight from the jump and not wait for an answer.
Hey Future Pros! Today I wanted to show you a setup Heroic used to get a free cheesy kill on a CT playing towards B short boost spot. Overpass has a lot of double and triple nade possibilities, but let's start with this one. For this pro tip, you'll need 3 Future Pros, 3 HEs, and 1 molly. Future Pro number 1. You'll be throwing the short molly to stop any CTs from pushing and 1 of the HEs. To throw your molly, you will need to stand on the edge of this shadowy area. Aim at the bottom center of the B, then jump throw the molly. Next, make your way to the surf ramp. Look for this dark line and stand in front of it. Aim to the right of this grate along this line. Then simply running jump throw the nade and you are set. Future Pro number 2. You'll be throwing the other HE. Head to the same surf wall and position yourself between these 2 white cracks. Aim along this line of the grate halfway to the right side. Then running jump throw the HE. Future Pro number 3. Guess what you'll also be throwing? A HE. To throw yours, head to the surf wall with your other Future Pros. Stand over the bottom corner of this red smudge. Aim along the second line of the grate close to the center. Then running jump throw the HE. If anyone is close to the boost, they will take some hefty damage. If they're unlucky enough to be boosting, well, you probably get 2 free kills. Happy nading.
Boy, oh boy, Cloud9 have made this spicy indeed, but I don't want to focus on spices. I want to focus on herbs. Na'Vi, they keep running out of time.
Oh
Wow,
my
there you go,
goodness. Wow, yeah, that's I call it a stretch, but I like the lane carry. This is a great game. This is a exciting one indeed. Na'Vi, they could not close. They could not get us out of this one and into Dust 2. They wanted just a little bit more of Overpass, and so did Cloud9, who got us there by force. Udyr and Molotov, Molly in the feet, smoke down as well. Perfecto focused on clearing the other close corners, but he hears that hit, and so he knows there's someone here in con, at least. The double setup. Unbeknownst to him, Zeppa taking water. Boomich has been holding in this spot all half and has yet to really get anything from it. It's very common to see Boomich here, right? It may be hard for Cloud9 to prep against, you know, a bit in the server, but Boomich, well, that's all too familiar territory. Perfecto with a double in con as they come in with a flashbang. He had his back turned to the door, so it doesn't affect him. If anything, it blinded Cloud9 more than it blinded him, and Boomich still waiting for kills that will never come. They may not need to. 5 on 3. Na'Vi just need to group a bomb site and they'll be fine. They've still got Bit lurking on that A site, looking to find room. And even if he dies, Na'Vi just go, fine. Well, we commit to be 2 players here max. And in fact, none. As Cloud9 make a gamble in this round and move everyone into that A site. They're hoping if, you know, Na'Vi hit them, they have their best chance. But if Na'Vi avoid them, then Cloud9 are kind of left scratching their heads. Right now, though, right call being made, and Na'Vi, 20 seconds, this could get scary.
Yeah, they've dealt with Floppy, but Cloud9, we know they like to play just around the idea of denying these bomb plants. The flash is going over. Nobody's checked for Alex, but he's only good for 1. And they're very, very thankful that Bit is able to turn around and get that trade, or else that could have gone seriously awry. Na'Vi, they keep their heads above water. They win the first in OT, and a lot of it coming on the back of Perfecto, right? With that double opener in the connector. Bit good to trade it to the very last man, and Na'Vi in the lead in overtime.
Yeah, Na'Vi are a bit of a self-learning AI, right? Like Cloud9 going back to things that worked in the past. Na'Vi are ready for them this time around, like that con flash. Perfecto has his back turned. He's not even scared of short with Boomich having that control. Messi being throwing the same grenade every round, and it's a nice way of getting it in safely, but also very quick, knowing that Na'Vi are going to smoke that Molotov without fail. Like, Na'Vi even have this lineup for spawn that we see teams use that lands on the molly, so when you do go for a B hit and Cloud9 molly mid, you at least smoke it, even if you have no one there. Cloud9 don't know that. So, yeah, Messi just trying to get free damage as they come through the smoke. They've yet to do so, though. Na'Vi have seen the nade. They've always wrapped round to the playground instead. Oh, big kill.
A bit more of that from Electronic, and there it is, the double up. Don't give him a third, Alex. You got to resist temptation to feed Electronic, and so he waits at the barrel once again. Not checked, but only good for 1. S-Tag and Mezzi trying to hold on to the B site, but it's already swarmed by Na'Vi. Look at Bit as well, just chilling out up in party. This guy is like playing a single-player game right now. Point-and-click adventure for Bit. Bomb down in the B site, and Cloud9, I mean, they at least have a 2-on-3 here, right? Not that they know it.
Yeah, money's out the window. Like, you can retake, you can rebuy. It's not a problem. But simple is. Second kill. Perfecto cleans house, and Na'Vi 17-15, looking for the flawless T side. It's always so funny when you hit OT, and obviously everything goes out the window, like forget regulation, right? That's what we always say. But man, they had 4 chances to close this map. They couldn't do it against pistols. You put them against everything that Cloud9 want, and it is free real estate for Na'Vi. It also helps Electronic, who has been, you know, in all the regulation, was doing the same thing, sitting in Monster, you know, waiting for these flashes to come in and then going for picks off the back of that, often with the AWP covering. Like, now he's getting picks off of it. Cloud9 weren't playing barrels, they weren't peeking with the flashes. Well, now they're trying to take fights, and Electronic is getting rewarded. Perfecto fast through connector. Cleared out water. Alex may meet him as well. Oh, Nate's out, run, Perfecto. It's actually his teammate that dies. He flashes himself back in and does catch them to their surprise. It's the AWP from Floppy, double down on that B bomb side to find another. And finally, Cloud9 might field around in this CT side.
Oh, yeah, but look at this, right? Simple, over on short. Ooh, Oh, there's the Deagle, good for one. And with that kill, Simple going back through the connector. Bit never retrieved the bomb. Now, he does have to go back and get that as a result of this. I understand why, though, right? Wanted to clear Monster and stuff without the chance of, like, dropping the bomb over to Cloud9. Now he's got it on his back. In towards B go Na'Vi. Zeppa playing Heaven means that Floppy is the only man actually inside of this site able to hold back the coming tide of Na'Vi. Simple, deleted by this orb, and left to Bit in the clutch.
Nice.
Gets beheaded by Floppy, and so Cloud9 at least managed one in that first half of OT. Is that going to be enough, though? That's the big question here. Obviously, we've seen two very, very strong halves out of Cloud9, but the fact that you only managed one here, that's a little bit rough. It means that now you need to go flawless on your T side if you want to close this game out.
Yeah, they may call him Floppy, but that second orb was rock solid on the B-bomb site, so I would love to see a little bit more of that for Cloud9. It's a shame we never got it in regulation. 3 kills on the defense, now swapping sides. Na'Vi back on CT. It's quick for Cloud9. Alex taking water. And we've not really seen many fights here in this map, considering such an important piece of real estate. Na'Vi had it all T side long when they wanted it. Cloud9 now take it straight back into OT. Oh, cheeky molly. Now, someone's got to push with this to make it worthwhile. Boomich will, and the flash follows as well. Oh, Boomich, death and destruction in the B-bomb site. Love that combo. The molly on the corner forces a player to swing, and then the flash renders them both useless. And where do you go from here? No damage done. Almost full util still available on Na'Vi, and they still have the orb that you've not even seen on that A site. But you know it's coming.
I love how much I hate this spot from Perfecto.
It's the bomb.
So grimy, dropping the bomb in Monster. That is a bad spot for Cloud9 to lose it in. Right in the prying eyes of all these B-side players. S-Tag, they are coming for you. They're hounding him down. And Perfecto gonna snatch that one away. Puts 18 on the board for Na'Vi. So now at map point again, back here once more. They had 4 chances to get it over the line last time around. This time they've got 2 of them.
Oh, that wasn't caught on stream. That's a shame. Perfecto trading guns with Electronic. But yeah, 2 rounds, 2 chances. I mean, you can't count Cloud9 outright. They're here in the first place. And, you know, they managed to weather the storm up against map point before for 4 rounds in a row. So, yeah, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. But, well, some doubt given by Simple's benefit. He finds Alex in middle. It's a player that's crossed, but Simple's ready for it. Oh, only hits the leg. And an S-Tag with the wallbang to bite right back. Na'Vi maybe getting ahead of themselves, thinking this one is free and done and easy, but anything but breezy as Floppy could find 2 kills on a flank. They've just walked into water. Floppy's missed the timing. He's going to call for a rotate, but they could catch the bomb right here. Oh, dearie me. Messi's dead. Now they don't know about Floppy. He is the ace up the sleeve of Cloud9, but he's got to do something devastating if he wants to win this round.
Yeah, suddenly this position isn't all it's cracked up to be. Now that they know about him, he's got so many angles to worry about. Having to move to hold Heaven. S-Tag coming through. Over towards the short side. 20 points of health and a 1v2 to find with Electronic on this big T-spawn wrap. Bits held down the B-bomb site.
The bomb.
And S-Tag, dead man walking. There it is. The victory locked in for Na'Vi. They do it in overtime. They get it over the line, and they take Cloud9